Thorzain versus SeleCT. Game number 2 is going to take place on Antiga Shipyard. SeleCT spawning down in the bottom left, Thorzain up in the top right.
Once more, guys, a pretty crucial game here for Thorzain. Thorzain, after his win over Idra, is 3-3 in the league. If he wins today, he's going to be 4-3. And since this is basically the division where everybody beats everybody, 4-3 is not all that bad, Ben. That still allows him, to be able to make it to the playoffs, or perhaps in a crazy scenario, even allows him to still win this group.
Yeah, he's not out of it because this group is so damn close. We've got a huge game coming up after this, Kev. Yep. Lowly versus Alicia.
I expect entire Belarus to tune in.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If Thorzain wins here and then Lowly loses here, this first place is up for grabs, basically. Yeah.
I mean, then Lowly's going to be 5-1, but Lowly still has a couple of very tough upcoming matches. I mean, Lowly's 5-0 run so far has been nothing but impressive, but he's far from done in this division.
Yeah, he's got to play Alicia and...
I think he still has to play Alive as well.
I think that's even next week.
And I think he still has to play Idra too.
He does play Alive next week. Idra's not going to be an easy opponent either for Lowly.
No.
So
I'm very surprised by Idra's performance, because Idra was 2-2 before this day. Idra has 2 wins and 4 losses right now. He's going to need a very, very good performance. He's going to need to win his remaining 2 games to even have a small chance to still make it to the playoffs. Which is possible, nothing is impossible, but he's going to have to win. It's a must-win scenario. If Idra finishes the season 4-4, he could make it to the playoffs, and then we could still see Idra perhaps even make it to the finals, which seems pretty far away right now. Sorry, I just had a hiccup. That happens. We're gonna
have to see a big turnaround in this play, though. It's not Idra's mechanics that fail him. It's the mental side of it. You just kind of see it.
You see him struggling.
Yeah, it's.
And I also feel that Idra's kind of in a phase where, you know, whenever you play a game of StarCraft, Ben, in every game you have this. Okay, I'm gonna do this and this. I'm gonna be fine against most things as long as he doesn't do this. And I feel that lately everybody is doing right that against Idra, and it's like always the only thing that he doesn't want to face.
Yeah, but if I could expound on that a little bit, I think one of the mistakes that I see in his play is that he's often playing just a little bit behind the metagame. Like he played Mutas for a little bit too long, and then all Zerg started playing Infestor after Muta had been figured out. And now we're seeing we're reaching a phase where Zergs are changing it up again. They're not dedicating to Infestor like they were, and now Idra's kind of in that mindset. So I hate being critical of his play because he's way better than I'll probably ever be at StarCraft.
But you know, Ben, I'm not worried. Because Idra is a champion, and champions always bounce back. It's kind of like LeBron James.
Why did I know this stupid comment?
And LeBron James right now is owning it up in the NBA playoffs, so I am sure that Idra is going to own it up again in a month or 2. Don't be hating on champions.
I cannot wait for City to smash the Heat in the finals.
City has to go past the Spurs first, man, and the Spurs are good.
Cannot wait to see City just crush the Heat. 4-0 in the finals.
SeleCT might actually be able to take out the first heli in here from Thorzain. Thorzain did not scout at all, man, so he took a note out of Show's playbook, and look at this. And does SeleCT even have a bench on the map, man?
Brutal supply block from Thorzain. He's been on 35 supply for like
wow, SeleCT's opening is so smart, man. He kind of feels that Thorzain is opening the exact same way as he does. So instead of going Banshee Viking, he's going Viking Banshee. So he's going to be able to take absolutely 0 damage, or most likely he will take 0 damage from the opening of Thorzain, since Thorzain is not even going Cloak Banshee, man. So the Viking opening is nothing but brilliant, and I think SeleCT will be able to deal some damage. No, SeleCT actually cancelled Cloak, I guess. No, he's
still getting it.
Wait, I'm so confused right now. Now he's getting his Banshee. He waited a little bit, that's why I was confused.
Yep, and so he's looking pretty safe back at home. These Hellions are going to come try to do some harass, but SeleCT's got the full wall off. He may have to land that Viking, which would be kind of annoying.
That's what he's going to do right now, which also means that these Banshee is going to have... Man, Banshee finally will be able to take out the Viking. I dreamed of this moment all my life.
That is hilarious. But Thorzain taking his time with this. He's not going to go running in and committing to something. Why is Thorzain so far ahead in supply? Is it because SeleCT got Cloak?
Yeah, Cloak is expensive, and SeleCT is just rocking the Orbital now as well, or the Commensate now as well. Then again, Thorzain is already building his Commensate for quite a while. The Mule almost falls. The Mule does fall, and it had a lot of time left, so that's a really big loss. And the Banshee is actually, well, SeleCT's taking the shortcut. Tom Cruise, yeah, Tom Cruise always gets it.
Turn left in Albuquerque. Second time I've made that joke today.
You need a new joke.
Need to retire it. Need to retire that one. Hang it up. I just remember it from watching Bugs Bunny. Do you watch Bugs Bunny in the Netherlands?
Yeah,
do you have that cartoon?
Yep. No, I don't think we have it anymore, but when I was young we had
Bugs was always like, yeah, should have turned left at Albuquerque.
Really?
That's what he says.
Okay, I've never heard that. I used to, you know what was one of my favorites? Meanwhile, we see some cloak bench here as in the main base of Thorzain. He already picked up 3 SCVs, Ben, but Select once more is definitely well, forced to deal some damage, but so far so good. Might actually be able to pick up more SCVs. Yes, he will. This is really good harass so far.
He's about to run out of energy though, Kev, and Thorzain also saving up for a scan. I'm a little worried for the Banshee. There's the scan, gonna go down. Marines
I think
able
he's
to
just
get
gonna
shots
sacrifice it. He should have just sacrificed it and take out 2 more Marines. Or at least 1.
There is no escape.
Oh, look at this Viking, Ben.
What?
What a hero.
Does he have any kills?
No.
No. He's a wannabe hero. He's like, I can be Tom Cruise too. You can't. You can't, Viking.
1 more cloak Banshee coming in. Scan goes down straight away with double Viking. I think Thorzain. Whoa! Just out of range right there. Beautiful dodge. Man.
That was amazing.
That was Tom Cruise.
Like the missile was in the air and the Banshee like spiraled. It was like do a barrel roll.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what just happened.
Forcing another scan. This time that Banshee will fall, but he picked off 2-3 SCVs and well, forced Thorzain to use 2 scans. So I think this went quite okay for Select. He's not ahead, but considering the fact that Thorzain's expand was so much quicker, I do think that Select pretty much caught up.
He's in an okay position. He's a few workers behind, and I mean he's
up 7 supply. His army supply is twice as big.
He's got more harass coming actually, so this isn't all that bad.
And Thorzain doesn't have siege yet, Ben.
Oh, Vikings! They do so much damage to Banshees. I think this guy might be dead, Kev. Boom. Boom. Beautiful control.
Beautiful moving shot. Like, they don't even stop for a single second. I love that. Very, very clean control. But still, Ben, I'm a little bit worried because Thorzain does not have siege yet, Ben. He needs 40 more seconds. But I really don't think that Select is going to give him 40 seconds.
He is pushing forward as if he wants to fight. Thorzain seems to know, though, landing those Vikings, building that bunker. He's aware of this push that's coming.
Which I'm kind of surprised by, because he didn't really see it.
If only there was a medevac. Dude, medevac would be so nasty right now. Instead, Select's just going to be content with shelling these,
he might actually be able to pick off combat shield. That would be... are the tanks in range?
They can hit the barracks, but they can't hit the add-on. The Banshee can do some work, though, but the Vikings are still there. Man, really great control by Select. Cloaking that Banshee at the last second. It's still going to get shot. No, it's not. Flies out of range of the scan? No, she dies.
It was close, though. It was very, very close. Right now, Select does not have high ground vision anymore. Ooh, Thorzain forced
if the barracks is forced to lift, that will cancel the add-on.
Yeah, but I think he has
no vision. No vision without the Banshee. So... Thorzain is going to be okay. Select, his aggression basically over. Unfortunately, Select hit a really bad supply block there, Kevin. He spiked up almost to 1,000 minerals and hasn't been able to really produce much of anything.
And Thorzain really quite far ahead right now. Work is 10 SCVs. That's a really big deal. Select immediately throws down another command center because he had some extra minerals to spare. He's going to try to siege up once more and try to make something happen. He's going to lose one more Banshee.
He has to feel like he's canceling stim right now, not realizing that his combat shows. He's really trying to commit to killing this. Has he seen Thorzain? I don't think Thorzain has used stim yet.
Nope.
So Select doesn't have any idea. Either way, this game has become fairly even.
A little bit of energy left. It's going to pick off at least 1 siege tank. Might even be able to pick off 2 siege tanks or at least some SCVs. 13 energy left. SCVs coming in to repair. I guess it's going to be enough. Repair is so good.
5, 4, 3. Retreat.
Well, that's a little bit sloppy by Thorzain. He should have seen that coming and just keep track of the little blur. Because that was a very easy pickoff. But hey, he played a very good game so far, so you can have it all.
This Banshee lives to harass another day.
I guess he could live another day. It's a song from Madonna.
Thought it was Die Another Day.
Yeah, but I changed it up.
Oh.
Because you said he was going to leave.
I see what you did there. It's like a tempo parody song.
Yes. Sancho Panda.
Yes.
Select is 10 supply ahead of Thorzain right now. Thorzain is still down 26 army supply, which is crazy considering the fact that Select already has this 3rd command center up.
I really wish Select had medevacs. I feel like if he could elevate her up into the main, he could be doing some good damage. But Thorzain's doing a good job of maintaining the control there with those Vikings. And Select hasn't even tried to take back air control.
Select has quite a bit of money once more and did not upgrade this command center yet to orbital.
Not the Banshee.
Man, Cloak definitely paid for itself this game.
Yeah. I mean, even though SeleCT has lost a few Banshees, he's really making use of this upgrade. And I like how persistent he's being. He's forcing Thorzain to commit to defense. And that's it's a big deal. I mean, even just this little maneuver, using these tanks to shell this this starport, is forcing SCVs to be pulled. There's a couple of Marines killed for free, and it's pulling Thorzain out of position. Not that there's really another place that SeleCT can attack, but he's being active.
Scan goes down right now, so SeleCT once more is going to lose a Banshee, which also means that SeleCT's going to lose high ground vision, at least for now. But hey, once more a couple of idling SCVs, Thorzain out of position, perhaps Thorzain made a few slip-ups, and you shouldn't forget that SeleCT is already almost mining from 3 bases. He's still down 9 workers though. I have no idea how that's possible, because he had 3 bases for such a long time. Or at least he had 3 command centers. Meanwhile, with a small hit squad over here from Thorzain, trying to pick off a medevac, won't succeed in doing so.
Yep, little drop attempt by Thorzain. Tries to make SeleCT scramble, succeeds in making SeleCT scramble, but doesn't kill anything except for Billy, who is once again way out of position.
It's not easy being Billy, man.
He's got a tough life.
SeleCT right now finally on 3 orbital. I really felt that SeleCT sort of dropped the ball a little bit on that command center, upgrading it to orbital straight away and floating it over in time. Then again, he was very busy though, so we can't blame him too much for that. He's been very active with units all around the map, certainly with Banshees and tanks. Let's take a look at the upgrades. SeleCT is currently at 1-0, whilst Thorzain is at 1-1 and 2 is on the way.
Small drop down at the bottom half of the map. Thorzain with 8 Marines being unloaded in the 3rd base of SeleCT.
SeleCT is unaware of this. He's going to be able to do quite a bit of damage.
Yep, there's the stem, and he'll probably be able to pick off the mules. Forces the mules to run at least.
SeleCT reacts very, very quick.
Yeah, only loses I think 2 SCVs. He's going to go ahead and focus down a few more though. Oh, SeleCT returning to mining a bit too soon.
Stem, SeleCT.
Stem.
Wow, that was really sloppy.
Oh, he doesn't have
stem.
And now it's going to start. Immediately lifts the barracks and plants it on the tech lab.
Wow, that's
face palming a little bit right now is SeleCT. And both of us.
17 minutes, man. I mean, sure, he's been super active with tanks and Banshees, but
yeah, just a mistake. Obviously, he wouldn't intentionally skip stem for this long.
And I also think he would prefer
Although
stem
he
over.
still hasn't started it. Come on, SeleCT.
Starts it right now.
Supply blocked again.
Couple of tanks stitched up in the middle of the map right now. Thorzain is going to have to be really careful since SeleCT. I mean, Thorzain has stem and he has almost has the better upgrades as well. Is SeleCT 1-1 yet, man?
Yes. You know, SeleCT has played a good game from like a control point of view, but his macro has been very sloppy.
Yeah, which is uncharacteristic because normally SeleCT's macro is good.
I mean, it was just in the top 10. Look at this great macro from SeleCT against Idra. But against Thorzain, he's slipping. Still hasn't started any depots. He's still at... Okay, now 2 depots go down. So he's been blocked for a while.
Supply blocked at 161, 161. Yeah. And neither of them... Okay. Wow. For both of them, it's a really big supply block as well. Just now Thorzain is starting his depots. SeleCT started them 4 or 5 seconds earlier. But SeleCT really can't fight without stim. There's just no way, right?
I don't think so. Unless he has just far superior tank positioning.
Wow. He does have 71 Marines. Thorzain only has 49. That's a really big difference.
Oh, that is a pretty big difference.
Look at this one tank. It's free.
Oh, Viking's also free there, and SeleCT.
What's happening in this game?
These guys are making some uncharacteristic mistakes for their level. You know, SeleCT kind of has Thorzain in a weird position. He could probably send a bunch of Marines up to the top of the map.
Yeah, I think if SeleCT had stim right now, he would just like roll in with tanks, drop Marines on top of everything and just go for it. Even though that's a hard army to engage. We did have a small drop on the north side of the map, but Thorzain was ready. Man, this tank must feel very loved. If I wish I would get that much love. I would never be lonely again.
SeleCT does do just what we predicted, Cav. He's moving up north with a lot of Marines, and there is virtually no hope of Thorzain defending this with Marine only.
25 seconds.
Same time, a little bit of a drop happening in the 3rd base of SeleCT, rather. That's getting completely stomped. And
wow, medevac dies with a lot of Marines in it. Second medevac's taking a ton of damage as well. Thorzain is sort of falling apart. He's going to try to make a stand over here at his 3rd base, but he's not going to win this fight either. SeleCT really sort of outplaying Thorzain in this phase of the game, but mostly Thorzain outplaying himself and making a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes. GG was called. SeleCT takes game 2 on Antiga.
Yeah, SeleCT outplays Thorzain by being less sloppy. Both guys making some mistakes there in the later parts of the game. Of course,
I mean, it's a long TVT, so everybody's going to make some mistakes. And despite some uncharacteristic mistakes, you shouldn't forget that SeleCT was very active on the map. So his macro slipped, which sort of made sense because he was putting pressure on all the time with tanks, trying to harass with Banshees, and still like moving around with Marines as well. And he had to, of course, worry about counter drops from Thorzain, but still, both players made bigger mistakes than they should have been. It's once more, it's sort of like the thing that's so popular in tennis to analyze whether a game is high-level played or not. Unforced errors, and I think this game had quite a few of them. Yeah,
it just surprises me coming from these two guys who are usually so clean from 8 supply, or I guess 6 supply up through 200. So nicely done there by SeleCT. Evens up the series. It's now tied 1-1. That last game brought to you by Epson Projectors. We're going to play a short commercial. We'll be back with the deciding game, SeleCT versus Thorzain.